Okay, another episode of the jankityasspodcast coming at you. Another a week late. Oh well, I was busy earlier. I couldn't record anything. And well, I don't normally do mornings like this because my throat and nose is always stuffed or something like that. It takes all day to clear out. Anyways, and also, this is my last regular episode with Tom. He's moving on to his family and all that stuff. It gets busy, what have you. I might actually be busy coming up here too, depending on things that happen. But I'm not giving up on the show for you guys. I'll keep everything up, so the episodes won't go away. You'll be able to check them out and all that stuff. And also for this one, I'm not doing like any articles or anything like that. I'm just going to go ahead and finish out with me and Tom, nice and straight through. I'll have my sponsor up here. Well, not really a sponsor, but you know what I mean. My little ad after this. But what I will say, before you go on, go to the corner, like and subscribe to Multi-Murdy Media. That's the YouTube channel that you're watching right now. You will get this playlist as well as a few other playlists, including like video games and hobbies and all that stuff, but go check it out. And at the end of the episode, or in the show notes, is the link to the website for multimurdymedia.com, as well as my socials, or at least most of them anyway. So, there you have links to everything as well, and it's a good time. So, here is me and Tom rounding out his tenure with us. So stay tuned, and here we go. Are you listening to this show and thinking, man, I'd like to start a podcast, but I don't even know where to start? Well, Buzzsprout has the answers for you. Buzzsprout is a podcast hosting service that provides a number of valuable resources to help you on your podcasting career path. For one, Buzzsprout offers indefinite hosting of all your episodes and allows you to host as much material as you want, depending on the type of subscription that you opt for. Buzzsprout also provides a means for getting your show hosted to every major podcasting platforms such as iTunes, Pandora, Spotify, you name it. In addition, Buzzsprout also provides various means to get your show monetized through various sponsorship and affiliate programs, links to other paid hosting platforms such as Patreon and YouTube, and your own personal newsroom to learn all the tips and tricks for optimizing your podcast for the greatest return on your investment. If you're hearing all this and you're still interested, you can go to my link below and receive an Amazon gift card for starting a podcast hosting subscription that you'll receive on the second billing period of your podcast journey. Everyone has something to share, and there's no time like the present. Join Buzzsprout today. I know another one that I heard is having a lot of tax problems is, I don't know if you remember Lil Pump.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I remember hearing something, he owes like $1.5 million in taxes.
Good grief.
Or something like that, because
that's like the worst rapper name, because it makes it sound like you have a small dick.
Well, they're all little something. I mean, like whatever he was doing was working for a little bit, at least.
It was working for a little bit.
He made the money to basically, garner needing to owe
taxes.
$1 million taxes. Yeah. But I mean, you're talking about a guy who's literally been just like several years of just continuous intoxication off of cough syrup. He doesn't make good decisions. Yeah, like at all. And I thought he was dead already, because I remember seeing like at least a couple articles from people who were like,
I
yeah, I was.
This guy looks like.
You can imagine, white guy with dreads. But
oh yeah, that guy, man, he is like one of the most punchable people I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah, but like I remember seeing at least one article from somebody who like, I guess like tried to do an interview or something like that, and he's like, yeah man, the interview didn't get done. he's literally surrounded by people twice his age who are very clearly just drug dealers. And it's bad. Like, this kid needs to go to rehab. Or something like that.
I think there was another rapper, something like just super high anxiety, skinny ass white dudes. I think he's called Lil Xanax.
Oh, well,
and I think, yeah, and I'm pretty sure he OD'd on Xanax.
No, actually,
didn't he?
I don't know. I mean,
right,
it's been a little bit, but I've
also an incredibly punchable face. What is with people fucking tattooing their faces? It's the dumbest fucking thing.
Well, I mean,
he's been trying to get clean with drugs. Good for you.
Yeah, like I've heard he's actually kind of okay.
Yeah, but he just looks like an idiot. But still, hey, whatever.
He's got the money.
He's got the money.
Well, I mean, I know in that world it's like the all or nothing approach. But then, of course, if you know anything about the conspiracy worlds, apparently it's like a way to keep people poor. Like, oh yeah, just work on your rap, get tattoos on your face. You don't need a job.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah,
I mean, either that or have enough money in your back pocket to get that laser treatment.
Well, I mean, I know he does. He can do whatever he wants now.
Oh yeah,
kind of.
It's just ridiculous. Stupid. So stupid. So shit, Ronnie.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, so... Oh, one thing that did kind of suck when I was in Vegas is I didn't realize that my room, whenever I thought the actual... Yeah, right. The anthrax, that really threw me off. No, actually, the Real's rooms are really big.
Oh, cool.
Like a full-on living room. Like I had like a table, couch, all that.
Nice. Felt like you were home.
Yeah. But no, I thought that my room fee was already paid. But apparently they only like take one night out to like kind of hold your registration or whatever. Because I booked through the site.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, all right, well that's like several hundred less worth of Warhammer shit that I'm gonna buy, I guess.
Yeah,
unfortunate, because I still need one of those mega gargants for my
a mega
upcoming
gargant?
The bigger giants AOS.
Yeah. Oh, you're doing
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like a Stompa for a second. I was like, when are you playing orcs?
No. And then I also need like three or four more of the smaller giants. I guess too, because they're actually not that expensive, game wise. Like for a 2,000 point game. Even with, actually, let me look it up. I have the list somewhere. I actually didn't buy any AOS stuff, even though I kind of wanted to. Where are you at? Giants. Oh shit. Yeah, so like there was one Mega Gargant, Kragnos, and 5 giants. Because they could be taken in a squad too, even. Which is just scary. I actually had a really good idea too that, well, I'm not going to do anytime soon, but if you were on like a Chaos Knights list, do like the get like the AOS giants and then just like replace their arms with guns and just kind of put like some of the plates.
Oh, make them like biomechanical
all over the body. Yeah,
that would be cool. I could see somebody pulling that off because I've seen some crazy
somebody
chaos.
Else.
Yeah, somebody, not me. Kit bashing is something I would love to be good at, but dear God, I am not. I mean, I knew I took a calculated risk, but man, am I bad at math.
Yeah. I think the only kit bashing ever really done was that Tech Priest Dominus that I had, the one with the like the mini blimp that just kind of floats around. I like that one though, but whatever.
Yeah.
And let's see, movie wise, I did I did end up buying Dune on Amazon and watched that one too many times.
It's amazing. Yeah. I love that movie. Dune, yeah. I mean, I think I already went on a rave about it, but it's pretty legit. Oh, yeah. I love it.
Well, yes.
Go. Oh, I was just say. No, go ahead.
Well, also whenever I was at my last week of work or so at the office, I also went ahead and rented the original movie for a little bit. Yeah.
Just to see what the difference.
Oh, there's differences.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I mean, like
biggest one, no Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, right. But yeah, you take the you take like the old story factor out and like the cult classic factor out. The old movie's trash. It's like, oh yeah, straight up.
No one I think admits it's a cinematographic, whatever the hell, it's not a cinema wagon. Who is it?
Cinematographic, maybe.
I know. Why am I having trouble with this? Cinematic masterpiece. There we go. God.
Is that a cinema?
Yeah. All right, there.
Good movie.
Yes, I get dropped off. I get dropped off at work.
Yeah.
Which is sad because I already work from home.
One thing I did think was funny was whenever they do actually get to ride in the sandworms at the end, like the ropes. Like I'm pretty sure those are like plastic tube jump ropes that they use, like black and white.
That's hilarious.
Something like that.
Sir, we ran out of budget for literally the last prop. Yes. Kids, wear your jump ropes.
And I think I do remember hearing that, like, for the original movie, they had maybe like 4 hours worth of content or something insane like that, but then they just kind of cut everything almost for obvious reasons. I mean, this is like,
it was already a 2.5 hour movie.
Yeah.
That would be legit though, to like wait for the full cut. Oh man, I would totally watch a 4 hour version of that movie.
Well, I'm sure most of that is just gone.
Oh, like, you think so?
Gone. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, you're talking like, back in the day, basically, and who knows?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the new movie.
Yeah.
I was
no,
the old movie. No, I mean, well, maybe who knows if that would have made it better. I don't know.
For the old movie, well, I mean, they wouldn't have been able to actually like flesh some stuff out.
Yeah, maybe.
Like the Fremen wouldn't just be, a bunch of white people pretending to be Middle Eastern who just kind of show up halfway through the movie.
Yeah. Surprise!
Yeah, and like the guy who Javier Bardem plays, it's like, oh, this is very clearly a dude who like does like operatic theater. Like he talks like that. It kind of sucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or he's like, I can still bring back the voice and tenor of movies in the 40s. It's like, no, there's a reason we've evolved beyond that.
Yeah, something like that. But no, it sucks. But
it's pretty bad.
One good thing though is after seeing that, I do know that Brolin's character will definitely be coming back in the next movie. Because, yeah, I mean, it does pretty much happen the same thing, because he's the one who's played by Patrick Stewart in the original one. And, yeah, whenever the Harkonnens come, fuck shit up, they literally have the scene where he's just like, charge, runs off, and then you don't see him again, and then they find him and in the middle of the desert towards the end,
Yeah, in the movie, it shows him getting on the Thopter with that scientist, right? Or no, that was somebody else. No, I think he definitely comes back. Yeah. I think he's one of the only members of the household that lives.
He is.
Yeah.
So yeah, they'll find him again. And also, you're thinking of Momoa
Yeah, Momoa is the one who gets in there and then dies in the hallway.
Yes, who they did him a lot of justice because his character in the original movie, well, A, is just like some blonde dude, and B, he's only in the movie for like not even 5 minutes.
Weird.
Yeah, so like he's at the beginning where they run into him. He's like, "Oh, hey, Duncan." He's like, "Yeah, man, I'm going to the planet early. I'll see you there." Then
Never
they get
was
there.
seen again.
No. Then they get there. You see a scene where he's talking to Papa Atreides. He's like, "Hey, man, there's a lot of these Fremen guys here. I think this is what you're looking for." Like, all right, cool. And then a little bit later, he gets shot in the head, and then just that's it.
And scene.
Pretty much. Like he charges like a group of people, knocks a bunch of them over, and then one of them just bam. Yeah. Good times.
Good times.
And you were also right too. Like the Emperor's Army, or whatever, they are actually in the original movie, but you can't really tell because all the bad guys just look like a bunch of people wearing black who, you know, chop fish in a market. Some shit. Like there's no distinction at all.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's interesting. Yeah, no, I would have loved that scene on the. I would have loved to see just like even 2 more minutes of footage, just like looking at that whole aesthetic on the barracks planet, and just kind of getting even no dialogue, just more atmospheric aesthetic. Just it was like a 40-second scene, and I was like, this needs to be longer. I need more lore, more aesthetic.
Well, there's going to be, something. And they might do something like that on the actual planet, or I don't know. But
yeah,
we're getting another movie, so there's that.
There is that. Dune Part 2.
And
there were people who were saying, like, yeah, it would be awesome if he then went on to the other Dune books that people don't like as much and then made them way better.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if they continued on from that. Cause like I've never read the books at all. I don't even know what books there are.
So just... the books are, there's the first Dune book, which is the movie everybody knows. The second one is called Messiah, and it's, I think, about when he becomes this like messianic figure and ends up being like, oh, guess what? You know, those nightmare dreams he was having, he did end up becoming a slayer of worlds and a burner of the universe. Like, that actually did happen.
Good times.
And then there were other books written by Frank Herbert's son that were just not that good.
I know I did I did search on Amazon just like for other Dune stuff, and I know that there was another movie called Children of Dune.
Children of Dune, yeah.
That's probably trash.
Yeah.
And it looked like Elijah Wood was in it or something that looks like him. Not entirely sure. But.
Yeah, I'm trying here. I'll look up. What are the, because there's a number of them, but not too many. Let's see.
And
it goes Dune.
0 that matter.
Yeah. It goes Dune, Dune Messiah, Children of Dune, God Emperor of Dune, Heretics of Dune, and then Chapter House Dune. And then the last book was written in '85, so that's 6 books, and then it was brought back by his son and some other dude in 2006, and they wrote 3 books, and apparently those are shit. But yeah, but the main man himself, Frank Herbert, wrote 6 books.
It would be nice if there's like a third movie, even if it's just like a completely different version.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Or maybe like in the same universe, because we do know enough about the surrounding like way that the worlds work that you could make a movie or a show in the universe of Dune. But at that point, it could also be like Or like how deep does that well go? Especially when Dennis Villeneuve is not going to be involved. Like, come on.
If he's not.
Yeah, that's what I said. If he's not involved.
Yeah. Oh, I did also think it was interesting because you know how like in the movie they made like a whole big deal about the knives being made from like basically discarded teeth of the worms.
Yeah.
There's absolutely none of that in the original movie. There's no mention of.
Well, that's a big focal point in the book too. Is that that specific kind of knife was a big deal. It was very symbolic.
Well, I guess that all got cut out of the original movie.
I guess.
By a bunch of, suit wearing retards. Basically. Like I think you see his younger sister or whatever has like one of those knives just like at the very end. And that's it.
Yeah. Oh, old movies.
Yep. Good times.
Good times.
And we got a good like year and a half at least to
Before
wait.
The next one? Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember the month, but it was like 2023. Fuck off.
So on a different vein, have you heard of Archive 81?
No.
Okay, so it's on Netflix. It's a limited series. I think it's about they're 45 minutes to an hour, so it's like good episode length. I think there's how many episodes? I want to say anywhere between, I think it's like 10.
You know what? Now that you mention it, the name sounds familiar, but I don't know anything else.
There is 8 episodes. I was wrong. 8 episodes, and it's about a guy who takes up a job. Or I'll just read the synopsis. An archivist takes a job restoring damaged videotapes, but finds themselves getting pulled into a mystery involving the missing director and a mysterious cult they were documenting. So it's like he's doing this to like figure out what these tapes mean and doing it because he's getting hired to, but then he realizes like, wait, there's some weird shit going on in these movies that the original person who filmed them like 20 years ago was doing for her research project. She was filming them, and then that's when she just starts discovering weird shit. And it's really cool. I really liked it. It's kind of got themes of analog horror. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. Like, have you seen that YouTube video been making a way around with that guy in that abandoned yellow office floor, and then there's that like weird robot following him? You know what I'm talking? Oh, it's pretty. Basically, it's the idea that
like found footage type of thing.
Kind of like found footage, or like something's wrong. Like some of them will be like, oh, here's these old infomercials or commercials, and like there's something like weird with the static, or something's in the background that like that shouldn't be there, or like instructional videos on how to deal with the event. And it's like these creepy things like, in case you find yourself dealing with the event, this is what you should do. And it's like, do not talk to yourself. You will find copies of yourself walking around. Do not speak with them. Do not let them in your house. They are not your friend, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, the more it kind of gets into its topic, the creepier it gets. And it looks like you're watching it on an old VHS. So it's like a kind of a weird take on found footage because it's not necessarily in that style of like, oh, I'm holding a camera. It's very much like it's an old VHS tape that should be locked away and sealed because no one should watch what's on it, kind of a feel. So it's very cool in that way. I loved it. I've been getting kind of more into thriller horror stuff, and it was really good. I really, really liked it. And it's on Netflix.
Nice.
And the acting and the writing was really good too. It was really, really well done. You
know what that reminds me of? Did you ever hear about like this is a real thing actually apparently, was like there's like a French film that apparently is about like Satan and stuff like that, and supposedly like there's no like known copies of this movie, and it's only been shown like 2 or 3 times, and apparently like everybody in the audience, like it like actually caused people to go insane. supposedly.
Is this a real thing, or is this the plot of a movie?
No, like a real thing.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I think like at least like one of the recorded showings was like somewhere in the Paris catacombs, like shit like that. And I'm sure like whoever actually showed this, I'm sure it was probably like just some shitty B-roll movie, and then they just spiked everybody's drinks or whatever, or something like that.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a movie that was actually put out or sold or anything like that.
Huh.
Good times. I don't remember what it was called, but yeah, this would have been like the 60s or 70s, I think. Maybe 80s. It's old.
Interesting. Now I'm on a Google spiral of stuff, which I probably should not Google, because then my wife would be like, "Honey, why were you Googling French satanic films?"
See if I can find it. French film caused insanity. 2008. That's not it. The Hain. No. I have no idea. Yeah, all I'm getting is for like more recent stuff. But whatever. In any event, there's like 28 movies coming out this year on Netflix, where it's a new movie every 2 weeks, or every week even in some cases, like depending upon when they time things, and it's just nuts. I do remember seeing something about that, how they were like, it was like a new movie every week for the next year or so.
Yeah, and it's funny because they don't say that until the end of the teaser reel, where they're teasing all of these movies, but you're like, oh, they're showing this, trailer. Probably gonna be like 4 movies, and it's gonna cycle back through, so you get a taste of all of them. And then I was like, oh, that's another one. Oh, that's another one. Oh, that's another one. It's just like, holy shit.
Whether or not they're good, different story.
I don't know. Netflix movies have been consistently minimum like 6 out of 10 for me. Minimum. Like, I haven't seen one that was so bad I was like, fuck, how did they greenlight that?
True.
But who knows? But that could change. That
reminds me, did we talk about the new Spider-Man last time? Was that out already?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Sure. Yeah, actually, no. I think we did.
Long story short, it was dope.
Yes.
Yeah, we did talk about it.
Yeah, I do remember talking about how it was cool that they had basically a 60-year-old man body slamming through a couple floors of apartment building.
Yeah,
that was a good time. They had some good Easter eggs in there too. Like I'm sure you caught the part where he's like, Peter, I'm a bit of a scientist myself.
I'm a bit of a scientist myself. I was like, okay, that was so intentional. They had another one that was like, okay. I think it was with Doc Ock. I can't remember what it was.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently Dafoe did his own stunts for that one too.
Huh. He didn't have too many, but power to him.
He's still a spry fellow.
It's from all the pickles and vinegar he eats on every single day.
Yeah, right.
I have to work on my Willem Dafoe impression. It's pretty bad.
So I also remember seeing a thing about, because he was kind of like the first real Marvel movie villain at all. And apparently, I remember seeing a thing about, like, I was like, yeah, I took the Green Goblin role, and everybody was like, are you fucking stupid? Like, this is the end of your career. Yada yada. I was like, no. I think this is gonna be kind of cool, and here we are.
and then he became a fucking legend.
I mean, he already was, but.
Oh yeah, but even then, he became
A legendary legend.
He became a legendary.
Yes.
That's funny.
Speaking of legends, but not at all related to legends, I ended up having to get a new video capture card.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because the one I had before fucking burnt out on me. Just bullshit. And then I ordered another one off of Amazon, and literally as soon as I picked up the bag, it was like rattle, rattle, rattle. Well, that's not good. So I returned that, and then I ended up going to Best Buy and grabbing one for like $130, and seems to be working.
Not bad.
Okay, the only kind of boner is that for whatever reason the sound recorded is like very low. And apparently the company that makes this thing has a like an interface program that you can buy and just say, oh yeah, just turn up the sound there. Well, I'm not fucking doing that.
Yeah.
Plus, on my editing software, I can always just jack up the volume.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, so.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
You know, Bioware. Fuck out. That's bullshit.
The only other kind of boner with sound cards is I can't separate like my microphone from the game's audio. But at least in this case, they're both recording the same. So, again, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this like that kind of stuff, man. It's always one of those things where it's like you gotta find like the right line of how much money it is you're gonna put into it to get that right amount of quality. Like you could hit that sweet spot of cheaper end of good, as opposed to cheaper end of cheap. You know.
Well, apparently $30 to $40 is not enough at all.
I bought a video card off a street vendor for like $20. It should work. It's legit. He told me he was giving me a steal.
I was kind of intrigued. Like I ended up going with like a separate module one, but they do have ones where you can just plug it into like a video card slot.
Okay.
In your PC as well, but nah.
Yeah. Can't be bothered.
I've done enough with that. And plus this one apparently I can if I really wanted to, I could switch it to like isolated recording or whatever and stick a like an SD card in the back and just record straight to that.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever, like if I'm traveling or something, which who knows? See in the future. See how see where life takes me. Which actually I think I'm well, one thing now that my day job's over and until I get something else, I'm definitely looking at working on the whole stand-up thing again, which means that well, Mondays are going to be taken out because I do know there's a place downtown. I don't know if you've ever been to Boomtown.
No.
Down there they've got Monday nights. They got mics down there.
Oh, nice.
And then they have the hit gym right next door, which I've been to every once in a while. So I think I kind of want to turn that into my Monday routine, like go get my ass kicked and then, you know, get booed.
Yeah, hey,
booed off the parking lot.
You gotta put your reps in. That's how you get better.
And then I know a couple other places, but they're like pay to play.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, eventually you're gonna probably want to hit up those spots, but if you're gonna pay to play, you kind of want to like be good at it or better at it, you know?
Yeah, get a little bit of time in.
Yeah.
I mean, literally the last time I went up anywhere, the world went to shit like the next day.
Yeah.
Or at least California did.
I was gonna say, wait, no, Carson, don't do it. You are the harbinger of doom. Sir, we figured out his routine was so bad it caused a worldwide pandemic.
Well, I blame the people who just didn't show up to do their book spots. So.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean? No. What do you mean they haven't had enough time to drink? Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Well, yeah, I had plenty of time for that. So.
There you go.
Let's see. Going back to drugs, I do. One thing that I do actually want to get, speaking of smoking, is I want to get one of those. Have you seen like the God, I don't know what they're called. I want to say gravity bong, but that's something else. The ones where they have the water tank underneath, and you
humidifier.
No. I think it's not a vaporizer either, because that's a motor. But the one where it's like one of those hourglass type of setups or whatever, where you fill the bottom with water, and then flip it while you're lighting a bowl.
Oh, I've never seen that actually.
Yeah, and so like as the water comes down into the opposite tank, then the previous one fills up with smoke.
Oh, interesting.
As you're lighting it, so yeah, it's using negative pressure or whatever. I don't know what the fuck it's called though. And then once you fill it up, you just hit the release and breathe it in. Yeah.
Yep. Probably easy just to I mean, it's water vapor too, so it's like probably really easy just to shotgun that shit. But interesting. I can't say I've heard of that in all honesty. But then again, my knowledge of drug paraphernalia is pretty bad these days.
And all days.
And all days. Yeah.
Somewhat limited.
Let's put it this way: when I walk by a couple hooligans on the street, I ask them, "Hey, do you guys do weed? Are you one of the, you better pass on grass, kids."
Hi, kids. But
I don't know why I decided to be goofy there, but that just happened. So we're all just gonna have to live with that now.
But I mean, also at the same time, the regular glass one that I have, it does kind of have like a like a vapor catch in the middle, so it doesn't. So like I can do like inhale, fill the tube, and then take off for a little bit of a breath, and it'll still mostly stay inside of the middle of the tube. So then whenever I'm ready, I can come back in, pull the bowl, and get everything that way. As opposed to like regular ones where you'd either have to put your hand over it or just do like all fill and inhale all in one breath, which I don't have the pipes for that, so. But we'll see.
We'll see. Oh, let's see. What else is there I can think of on the jacket?
On your end of life?
My end of life? I'm having another kid. I don't know if I told you that already.
I've heard.
Oh, yeah.
I think you did say. No.
Who told you?
I think it might have been Ruiz mentioned it.
Oh, probably during Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
like, oh, Tom's having another fucking kid. Wow. Yeah. That explains a lot.
I'm just glad to know that he does in fact talk shit about me when I'm not around, because I just want to be known. Yeah, no, we're expecting another kid end August, beginning of September, and between that and my job, it's like I for some reason have decided to sign away all of my free time. So
there you go.
It's like, woo, this was a great decision that I do not regret.
Gonna be living next to Bobby there pretty soon.
I know, right? We're gonna have to move to
or Miles.
No, you kidding? Miles ghosted us a long time ago.
Yeah, right.
He don't talk to white folk no more.
He's got his own problems.
Yeah. It sounds like this.
Yeah. Breaking glass.
Yeah. No. A couple of chocolate is being thrown around the house.
You're trying to follow the Gaffigan model of life over there.
Get fat, pasty white, and have a bunch of blonde kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
Minus his millions.
Minus his wealth, talent, and basically everything. I'm Jim Gaffigan. I do voices. I've never changed, and that's fine.
And you're Korean, apparently.
I'm not. Wait, that didn't sound Korean. It sounded like him when he does one of his.
You haven't heard? He's like, "Hi, I'm Korean. I'm from Korea."
Oh, yeah.
It's like obviously bullshit.
Yeah. No. Oh yeah, that's right. His kind of misleading humor.
He has a lot of stuff. I haven't even seen like his last couple of specials at all.
His last special I saw half of. I think it's somebody has to be really engaging for me to by myself watch a comedy special. But his was good. I just felt like, all right, you spent like 25 minutes talking about the pandemic. No one wants to talk about the pandemic.
True.
Please, just God, can we all just move the fuck on now, please? Can we call it endemic and then therefore end talking about it? Like, it's here forever. Can we just deal with that and move on, please?
Well, you also have to consider that they're generally filmed like a good 4 to 6 months before they actually come out too.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of editing and other shit that goes on. So yeah, who knows?
And I know he actually did something kind of interesting with the previous one, because I mean, because like now Netflix is kind of like the place to go for that, other than YouTube. But then you're not technically making money directly off of that. But I know with his last one, he went everywhere else except for Netflix.
Yeah, I think,
and it worked because he's Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah,
because
he's playing hard to get. Well,
Jim Gaffigan doesn't do what Jim Gaffigan can do because he's Jim Gaffigan. Jim Gaffigan does what Jim Gaffigan does because he's Jim Gaffigan. I forgot how the first part went. That's another thing I haven't caught up on at all is fucking South Park.
I just caught up with that. The pandemic episodes were pretty good. I mean, they're both just hour-long specials. They're pretty good. They have their moments of like, oh shit, like just that South Park being South Park. And I think they just restarted too.
Well, I bet, but I don't have cable, so whatever. Someone's gonna have to tell me about it later.
Yeah, or you could go some shady streaming service. I heard this, or you could go to Classics of Yore, and I've heard there's this website called Pirate Bay. Heard it's good.
Like, I steal UFC and South Park.
Reminds me of that old teaser in movies where it's like, you wouldn't steal a car, why would you steal a movie? Pirating, blah blah blah. And it's like, you wouldn't steal a car, and shows somebody with a huge S3 printer, and they're like, fucking watch me.
Like, I got a whole pizza out of this thing.
Yeah. I wonder when that'll be a thing. 3D printed food. You just buy like nutrient things, and then there's like other shit, and it's like the Star Trek, like, and like there it is. I wonder how close we are to that.
It'll probably just be like a more more advanced version of those like big time Coke dispenser machines.
I can see that.
You're just like, pick type, pick flavor.
Yeah. All right, give me 5. Come back in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well then it's just like, this tube's turkey, this tube's cranberry, this tube's mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Stir it all together, and what have you got?
Shit.
Sadness.
Like, I fucked up.
Yeah. Dinner alone again, because you can't commit to feelings. And it's like, oh fuck, that's a terrible commercial.
Like, no, I've got enough for everybody here. I just didn't invite them.
Yeah. I just
because we're not allowed out of our house.
I could just go fuck that self. Anywho,
what are we on now?
We're about 20 minutes away from 2 hours.
Ugh.
So we're hour and 40 mark, I think.
Very nice.
Yeah. I'm starting to fade a tiny bit. I can push out on a little if we got more to talk about, though.
Now you're going from blue to less blue.
Have I gone to less blue? Oh, God.
No, you clicked your light off or whatever. Whatever it was there.
When I alt-tabbed, yeah. I think part of it, it's the backlighting. And it's also the other thing.
That's front lighting.
Well, I know, right? Yeah. The backlighting, front lighting. Shut up. But most of my browser is in dark mode. Almost everything I do is in dark mode. So I switch to tabs windows I know are whiter, and it just like, oh, and then like, because I'm a pasty white Irishman, it just reflects off of me.
There you go.
Yeah. So I got that going for me, which is nice.
Trying to think. What else today? But yeah, I mean, I guess other than that, life's pretty much been just kind of working and stuff.
Yeah, for me, it's just been shit tons of work. Super busy throughout the day. 5:30 hits, I'm done with work, and I'm immediately helping out with the kids, taking care of them with dinner. Then it's putting them to bed, and then if my wife's not going out, we'll watch a show. If she is going out, I'll just do my own thing for a little bit, and then go to bed and repeat it and listen to Nine Inch Nails every day is exactly the same on repeat to help really cement that feeling. But it's good though. I mean, like the work I'm doing, I really enjoy. It's just, man, fucking it's just nonstop. It's a weird form of busy. It's like you're not anywhere. Yeah. And it's like most of our stuff is like 2-week month deliverable, but there's like 100 of them. Is what it feels like. So it's like it's really all about playing like the Tetris game of like, okay, where am I going to take care of this in the day and this and that? Can I, like, how many days can I push that and without doing it last minute? Blah blah blah. And it's just tons of shit. So that's been me.
It's another thing that you just reminded me of. One of my older studios that I worked at for a little bit. Mm-hmm. A buddy of mine is now the president of. So that's another thing I can lean on. Yeah.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Which, like, I kind of had a bad experience at that place, because like, I got let go for something that wasn't, for like progress related stuff that really wasn't my fault at all. It turns out, and like he's the one who hired me originally, and he didn't know until after I was like later when I was already gone. So it was like a thing, apparently. But we'll see. I'm gonna see a bunch of my old because my friend who got hired over at Marvel, she's like the one who kind of does like the house parties out of my VFX friends, because like she and her husband managed to get a house not too far away from me.
Good for them.
This was a while back though, before like I guess housing prices ballooned.
I was about to say, okay, well, still good for them, but now I'm less impressed.
Yeah, I think it was still like $300,000 or $400,000.
Still, yeah,
at the time,
yeah, which is now double.
Yeah, but yeah, no, they're like birthdays and Halloween basically. And her birthday's at the end of the month, so I'll be seeing everybody, or a few people at least.
Oh, sorry, I dropped my resume.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm looking for opportunities, you know. But yeah, just sorry, did you want one? Did you want to take one? Carson, why are you carrying around 40 stacks of printed resume and 300 DVDs of your demo work? I mean, I was you know, it's a weird story. I was just that dip. Just play it off. Like, oh, I just always carry this with you.
Well, yeah, that's my business, and now it's your business. Here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
But, and speaking of living, actually, the good news is I will have...
How's the landlord shit going?
Well, he's still... Okay, so This fucking moron. I literally have, like, written evidence of criminal activity.
Yeah.
like, all right. But anyways, we sent off our stuff to a lawyer, and they're gonna review on Monday and see if they'll take our case. And that's only, and it's only related to like whatchamacallit, like repairs and inspections that were done after we signed our lease, which, so apparently, well, whenever they like changed ownership, they didn't do an inspection at all. They didn't do nothing at all. Like they didn't try to fix anything. They didn't see what the house was like. None of that. And this kid's trying to basically claim like, oh, well, I'm comparing the inspection that I just did to the one that my dad did 10 years ago, which A, isn't the most recent, and B, like, okay, well, if you have that, then how come you didn't even know that our house didn't come with a refrigerator or a washing machine or any of that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, no.
Yeah.
But the criminal part is they apparently just like...
They forged signatures, right?
That not even that. They fully just like cashed out our deposit.
Oh, fun. Yeah, that's definitely illegal.
Yeah. and then it's just like bunch of harassment and stuff too. So like we can like to the point like we can rightfully try and get all of our rent for this year back.
Oh yeah. No, you absolutely have.
I'm gonna try and push for. The only issue is like I guess like in this case, if they lose and they're just like, I don't have the money, then it goes against the house basically, and just kind of turns into like it's a lien, which I guess gains interest. So
you could always be like, here's how we're settled this. You give us the deed to the property and we'll walk away.
That'd be nice, but I know the house that I'm in is estimated at like 1.7 million now, apparently. But I guess whenever they bought it, it was only like 300,000.
Yeah. Well, also location, right?
Back in the day, yeah.
You know, location.
And we still have the illegal unit card up our sleeves as well, so that's coming.
Yeah. Get ready for round 2, motherfucker.
Well, that's going to be part of round 1, but...
Yeah. But as a second course.
Yeah. But anyways, the good part, at least, is... Well, one of my roommates who's... Oh, no, but as I was saying, like, apparently he wasn't even... Because of, like, the whole COVID thing, the moratorium still... It's been extended into 2023 now. So he wasn't even able to... He wasn't even supposed to come to our house and even do an inspection at all.
Yeah, because you just, that would make sense.
Exactly.
There's that too.
Health and safety.
Yeah.
And of course, again, it doesn't matter because it wasn't done, in time to mean anything anyway.
Yeah.
So, and they did like a standard rent increase, which is also currently illegal.
Per the moratorium. That's why my rent hasn't gone up. That's why my rent hasn't gone up in 2 years.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be a fucking tidal wave of bullshit for them.
Yeah. Oh, man. Here's how to be stupid and lose all your money.
Yeah, right. But the good thing is that, well, one of my roommates, one of the newer ones who's with us, she and... so 2 of my roommates are a couple. One's my college friend who's been here with me the whole time, and the other one's, newer, and we only just got her on the lease after some other bullshit, same guy and all that, but she has a condo like 2 or 3 miles away that she's been renting out the time, so she's like, yeah, I'll just take that back over again. And, the 3 of us can just go live there.
Nice.
So...
And then the couple can go fuck themselves.
No.
I'm just kidding.
But Yeah, so as long as there's like that and I can save up for my own place.
Yeah.
Hopefully without trying to, impose too much. That'll be nice.
Yeah, no, that would be. I've never actually technically had my own place because I had roommates out of college. It was just cheaper, and for me it was like the same kind of thing. And like a friend from college who I lived with for like 4 or 5 years before I got married.
Oh, is that your downtown spot, right?
Yeah, that's when I was downtown. My buddy Nick. Although when I was downtown, I also lived with my brother and my sister, too. So we split the. But it was a huge apartment, so it never felt crowded, like ever. It was really good space, and for the 4 of us splitting it, it was like, man, I should have saved so much more money than I did. Wasn't it? I mean, luckily now that I have to be good with money, I am good with money to a degree. But man, I was bad with money. Technically, I still am, but I'm functionally bad.
There you go. Well, you got half a Tau army out of the deal, I guess.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, no, I remember even thinking to myself, like, that 2-week period I lost my job. I was like, well, we can last X amount of months, and if I sell this army, we can last another month, and if I sell these 2 armies together, that could probably get me to maybe 5 months. I got my money tied up in NFTs.
There you go. It's like I have one retarded looking ape.
Yeah. Which people are calling RLAs. Everything's just going to be 3-letter acronyms. Hey man, did you get the DL on the RLA NFT? And everyone's just going to be talking in 3-letter acronyms and just be like, what the fuck?
What? Bang. No.
Yeah. I'm sorry. This is what my doctor said to do if I feel...
So I do kind of... I have a better idea of how they work now, but it's still not a game I'm ever going to get into.
They're going to evolve.
Not anytime soon.
My thing is, I think they're going to evolve into something that actually takes advantage of what they are and does it well. Because right now, it really just feels like they're trading cards.
Well, apparently the trick is to tie them into something that's like a physical value.
Right. So, for example,
yeah.
I had a friend of mine / he was like my manager for a while, and he has this apparently stupid cool picture of like Michael Jordan at a game, and it's like this really cool painting he has. And he's like, you know what? Like, he's like talked about, I'll make it an NFT, but what I'll do is, it won't just be that you own an NFT picture. There'll be a chip on the painting that's tagged to the blockchain, and so whoever owns it, like that person will send the painting to whoever buys it. And as the chip is the proof that this is in fact the physical object tied to that unique identifier on the blockchain. And since I created it, I can implement a smart contract that I always get 1% of each sale. And if that thing makes its way around the country for huge amounts of money, woohoo! Like,
Yeah, you get a little bit. Because I do remember seeing like I guess one of the guys who made like the jujitsu apes NFTs, like each of those is also like a token of membership to like a club.
Yeah.
Type of things and stuff like that.
Yeah, like sports teams I know are looking at them like right now they're just doing dumb shit of you could own this like recorded moment, and it's like, yeah, I can also go to YouTube. Right? Like, stuff like that. But yeah, NFTs being proof of membership would be like a cool way of doing things. Like I think right now it's just very much just like, dear God, shut up, crypto guy. Which, hey, I am one too, so I get it. But I feel like that's going to evolve into something cooler, like the membership idea. I've never heard that. I actually really like that.
Or or not even that, just like, yeah, tied to something, physical or outside.
I mean, yeah, that I think would be cool.
I actually think it'd be kind of cool, like, to make ones that are like tied to your ITC score. I could make some money.
You could do that.
Mine would mostly be down here. But
Yeah, you have poop armor. No, the ones that I know right now, but but they're not going to be huge, obviously, because not everyone plays them, and there's not necessarily support for them. But one really good use case I heard was like, oh, imagine you play a video game that like lots of people wear, and you get a custom skin that nobody else in the entire world owns, and that's your NFT. Like that would be an awesome way of doing it, because there you're playing a game. It's not a snapshot of something. It's literally a weapon skin or an armor set that only you own, and nobody else. You know, I mean, we've all seen those games where it's like you log in and there's like 40 of the same dude, you know, or something like that.
Yeah,
dodge that
generic stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Just bullshit stuff.
I'm guessing that was all Fortnite related.
Oh, it's like probably Fortnite, or hell, man. Even all these newer shooters are like, oh yeah, you have to grind to earn these skins and buy $10 to get a battle pass to earn this stuff. And it's like, cool. When you launch, everyone's wearing the same dumb thing, and it's like,
you know what Games Workshop would do if they were smart? Is they should make skins for Fortnite and Call of Duty.
Oh yeah,
Straight
they can make
up.
a killing off that. They can make a killing off of that.
Guardsmen, Marines, Custodes.
Oh yeah,
Chaos.
easy.
All of that.
Now the problem is the operative word being weren't stupid, which they demonstrably are despite their success.
True. Well, that, and also I'm sure Space Marine Games going to get a lot of that.
Yeah, I could see them doing something like that with the Space Marine game, like promoting the launch, like in Fortnite, to generate buzz and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll see. We will see.
Or even there has to be like a limited edition custode skin, or well, there's got to be on some. I'm kind of curious to see what the like the second bad guy for that game's gonna be. Like, it has to be Chaos again, I would assume, because once you get into the multiplayer, there has to be like, you know, both sides.
Well, I mean, they could do it NIDS. I mean, they could do Chaos again. They could just change some skins around. You could have Tyranid Warriors. I mean, that's pretty easy to do.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be that even though. At least not if they make the gameplay.
Game, they could make the multiplayer as even as they want. You know.
Maybe.
Who knows?
But I mean, because, well, like, you remember the first one, it was like until the launch, or until the game actually came out, like, you didn't really know that there was chaos.
Yeah.
In that game, and then whenever.
Oh, you're saying who's the secret bad guy in this game?
Right. And again, I would assume it would almost have to be Chaos, because in order to keep the game relevant, they have to have the multiplayer thing going again. And like it would almost always, it would have to be, you know, Marines versus Chaos.
Or they make different multiplayer modes where it's not necessarily PvP. Or, you know what I think it could be? The secret bad guy is Necrons. You could do Necrons. You could make that work. Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. That could be a thing. Or maybe, I don't know. Or maybe they don't have traditional multiplayer in it. I mean, there are some pretty dope single player games that just don't have multi in any capacity, and that's fine. You know?
Yeah, but again, if they're smart, they would also make it like competitive-able. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I know what you mean. Some competitive nature to the game.
Yeah,
give people a reason to keep playing it.
So, well, yeah, and then again, you'd go back to like there has to be a system where like both sides can kind of have access to the same thing. Like you wouldn't want, like, you know, oh, the Marines players, like, they can earn, you know, like heavy bolters and melta guns and plasma guns and all that shit. But then you can't just be like, oh, and then there's, you know, the Necrons, they have Gauss. That's it. Just one weapon choice, nothing else.
Or Tesla.
Yeah. Maybe. Although I could see if they do like a wave system for multiplayer.
That's what I think they'll do. I think they'll do like horde defense. It'll be like that game mode that they did in
Dawn of War.
Gears of War.
Oh.
Where like it was like you held onto a base, and every round you got to buy more equipment and upgrade your defenses, and then just survive harder wave after harder wave. That'd be pretty cool. I would play the shit out of that.
True. No, because I remember, Dawn of War 2, the last, the last version.
The defense mode, yeah.
It wasn't so much defense mode, but you had, you had the, you could pick any of the command characters for each race.
And then you just fought off. You were in like the arena. Yeah. I remember. Yeah, I used to play as a tap
certain ones.
When that DLC came out, and I'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna jump over here and keep melting you with rocket launchers." Just like, pew.
Actually, you know the one that I found to be really good was the Hive Tyrant.
Oh, the Hive Tyrant's dope in that one because he just regenerates like crazy.
No, it wasn't that, but they're the Boar Cannon. Fucking whatever it's called, the Devourer.
Yeah.
That was like the only thing that could actually chew through vehicles with any real speed.
See, you could do that with the Fusion Blaster on the Tau Commander, but you had to make sure there weren't more than 2 vehicles.
Kind of.
The recharge time sucked.
But no, the thing with the Boar Cannon was, or with the Devourer was I guess like the DPS aspect wasn't mitigated by
armor
anything.
Yeah.
And also it always just like consistently dealt damage.
Huh.
As opposed to everybody else who just like ping ping ping.
Yeah,
nothing.
you only
bing
get
bong
bonus,
bing.
bing bong. You only get bonus damage. I remember if you were hitting rear armor.
Yeah.
So
that's
a fun game mode I haven't thought about in a while.
Yeah. That and the what was it? The Marine Captain. If you kitted him out right, would just tank everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then like whoever, assuming that you're whoever you're playing with was smart enough, they just mop up everything.
Yeah, that was always the trick. It was always funny like playing with randos, and it'd be like, okay, these people know what they're doing. These people are just idiots. Like, you picked the guard captain. You're a fucking moron.
I mean, you could do them right too.
Yeah, I guess I never really tried.
But
yeah.
It was all right.
Anyway, I think that's our time for the day.
So, I guess the last bit kind of sounds like you're signing off for
a while. Yeah. Like well, potentially, but hopefully not. But yeah, it's based on client work I already know. Like that's part of the. So for those who don't know, that this is probably going to be my last episode for a while, with my life changing and moving crazy paces and everything. And like this episode that I'm on, I originally planned to be on a month ago.
Yes.
And because of bad timing and things coming up and client work and family, which is now getting even bigger, I just had to push back. And so yeah, so I'm gonna be taking a break for a couple of months, see if my life gets a little more stabilized. If it doesn't, but I may be able to pop in every now and then for a jump back episode. Who knows? But I won't be as regular as I used to be, if at all. So
yep.
To all 10 of you, no, I'm just kidding. to all millions that will be listening to this, thank you
for
having me.
And I got a couple of people that I'm planning to reach out to, try and get to co. One's probably just going to be like, fuck you. We're not on good terms, but then one's just going to be kind of flaky, I guess. And then I should also tell you, I also offered, I had also talked to Adam and offered to be like, hey, if you need a fourth person and shit isn't working out, give me a call.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Sure. See how that goes.
Nice.
Bring some actual heat to TFG.
Ooh. Those are fighting words, man. You gotta compete with Salty.
Jeez. I let him keep his meme lord title.
There you go. You could be GIF Lord.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually. He could be the meme lord. I'll be the GIF lord.
Yep. Adam is the Lord. Danny is the don't make him angry Lord.
Yep. And then we just need an edge lord.
That's me. I'm edge lord.
Not really. You're too self-conscious to be an edge lord.
Oh.
But anywho, that is the Jankity Ass Podcast for you. Everything's jankety, even our lineup.
Yep. Ready, Jake.
Yes. So yeah, you won't be seeing Tom for a little bit, but if you do, hopefully you'll either catch him here in the coming months or over on our buddies on TFG Radio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I might have to get them to do like a cross ad type of situation.
Yeah. Just
to all the multitudes of masses who listen to any of our shows.
I know, right?
But
yeah, you could ask him. I don't know what he'll say, but he'll think about it at least. But but we record every other Thursday and talk about all things 40K hammers. 40 hammer. You're already in the cloud. I am already exhausted. It has been a long day.
Like, I pulled a chunk out of my brain and put him in my child's.
Yeah. I give a piece of my soul and my brain cell count.
Hopefully, it's still there.
Yeah. It is not. I drank away the rest.
Okay, well, I guess that's it. And
see you later.
Ellie, yeah, we'll see you later. I will see you eventually, sometime soon. And hasta later.
Bye-bye.